Okay. Okay, guys, let's start then. Okay. Okay, guys, welcome again today. This is day 2. And so today, let's see how to install a virtual machine in your own laptop or desktop. As last time I told you that in the next class, we will be doing that. Okay. So what do we actually need to prepare the system? So basically, there are two things. Sorry. So basically, there are two things which are required. The first one is the installation ISO file. It will be a 8 GB or a 9 GB file. All right. Second thing you need a virtualization platform. It can be VMware Player or Hyper-V or VirtualBox. But what I recommend is for now, as beginners, we can start with VMware Player. Okay. Okay. Someone is saying screen is not visible. Let me share it again. I'm sharing it again. Just let me know if still the problem persists. Then you might have to reconnect to the class. Okay, Dev? Okay, so these are the two things, and obviously you need a laptop or a desktop. All right, and if you ask what configuration, okay, let me write it down here. So a laptop desktop with at least 4 GB RAM is required, and I think everyone might be having this. Okay, so at least 4 GB RAM is required. CPU is not a hurdle because these days, every CPU comes with the capability of virtualization. Okay. All right. So you have a laptop desktop ready. Next, you need the operating system ISO file. Third, you need a software, a virtualization software. So for this, for today's session, we are going to use VMware Player. Okay. So now the question is how to download this operating system ISO file. So you can download the ISO file from the vendor websites. For example, let's say Red Hat RHCL version 9. So if you want to install RHCL version 9 operating system, you need the DVD ISO of RHCL version 9. Or maybe you need to install CentOS. Okay, CentOS is also free to download, free to use like that. So you can also do it. So just use the ISO file. Okay. So right now what I'll do is I'll tell you how to download the RHCL 9 and then prepare the virtual machine. Okay. So these are the three things we can say which are required. And once the machine is ready, you can start with the practice, the basic commands. Okay. Whatever I teach in the class, you can practice. Okay, guys, let's begin. Let's download the ISO file first of all, RHCL9 ISO. Just one link in the chat. You can open it on your end, or maybe save this link somewhere so that you can later this class is over, you can go through and download the ISO from here. Okay, I've pasted the link in the chat. Let me open it in my system as well. So this link is from redhat.com. It's a blog. Says subscription, no cost RHCL developer subscription now available. Now, what is this subscription? Let me explain you quickly. Okay, so let's say there are, as you know, there are multiple Linux flavors in the market. You might have heard about Ubuntu, CentOS, like that. I'm also typing RHCL for now. Okay, so Ubuntu is free to download, free to use. CentOS, same, free to download, free to use. What about RHEL? RHEL, you can download it for free, but when you want to use it, use in the sense you want the latest updates, you want the support from Red Hat. Support means when you are stuck with some problem on the operating system, you can contact Red Hat and get the support. From Red Hat, some expert will be assigned to your problem and he or she will solve it. Okay, it will fix, he or she will fix the problem for you. So this is the support. And for the support, you need to pay some money, right? You need to pay a fee that is called subscription fee. Okay, although you can install RHEL, you can run the commands, that's fine. But when we talk about updating or getting the latest updates or getting the support, you need to have a valid subscription. It is in the case of RHEL that you can get a subscription. You have to pay some fee and you can get the subscription. We are the learners, right? We are going to learn Linux. Do we need to pay that fee? No. We can get that license or that subscription for free. That is called no cost developer subscription. So no cost developer subscription means subscription for free. It is for 1 year and you can have the latest updates and all with RHEL version 9. Okay, even with RHEL version 8 and 7 also. All right. So in this page, just scroll down where it says go get. Okay. So the first word you see is download. If you right click, open a new tab, you will see the download page. Okay. All right. I think Shubham has a query. Yes, Shubham, you need to ask a question. Any doubt? Am I audible, guys?
हाँ सर, सुनाई दे रहा है।
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Okay. All right. So in this page, you see this red download button, right? Just hold on. Don't do anything. Just scroll down a bit. You will see all downloads 9.1 like that. Okay. Just simply go to this section where it says all downloads and then 9.1. We are going to download the 9.1 RHEL 9.1 Red Hat Enterprise Linux. And now the question is which one to download. So we need to download x86-64, but the DVD ISO. So third link. Okay, so we need to download the third link, which is how much? 8.44 gigabytes. All right, so simply click. Okay, when you click it, it will ask you to log in. If you don't have any credentials with the Red Hat yet, no worries. You can register for a Red Hat account. See the last button, register for a Red Hat account. Okay, simply open it in a new tab so that you can fill the form and register. So in this page, simply choose a username, enter your email ID, first name, last name. Company name can be not applicable. Okay, just don't leave it empty. Write something like not applicable or something like that. Job role, you can select any job role for now. Password, set a secure password. Okay, and then click next. You will be registered with Red Hat. Okay, and then log in with your username, whatever you have chosen. Okay, in the first field. So once you do this, you can use the email ID or the login username, whichever you selected, and try to log into this. Uh, fill in the details in this page. So as soon as you log in, oh, okay, I think I need to refresh the page again. Click on download. and then 8.44 GB. Shubham is saying he's not able to hear my voice. Okay, Shubham, can you just simply reconnect the class, disconnect and reconnect, and then try? Okay, so after successful login, the download should automatically start. For example, as you can see the page loader. Okay, I think it stopped. Okay, let's see by clicking download RHEL, let's see what happens. The download should automatically start. I'm waiting for it actually. Okay, I think the pop-ups are being blocked. Okay, now yeah. Okay, so here it is. You get a save as link. Okay, and the DVD ISO file will be approximately 8.5 GB. You can save it wherever you have space. Okay, I've already done it, so I'm not going to save it again. And you have to use the DVD ISO. Don't use the boot ISO. Use the DVD ISO option. Okay. Once it is done, then you're done with the step number one. Okay. So you have already downloaded the ISO file. Next one is download VMware player. So for the VMware player also, I'm going to share a link. Just hold on. Okay. So here is the link, pasting it in the chat. Okay. So use this link and you will be redirected to this page. And just scroll down below where it says product downloads, and you have to download the player for Windows operating system if you're using Windows, obviously. So use the first option. Here is the download now. Click it. Again, a save as will pop up, and you can save this exe file. It's an installer file. Okay. Once the installer file is saved, double click to install and make sure VMware is properly installed. And if it requires a reboot, reboot the system. Okay, normally it says restart the system. So once everything is done, you are done with the installation, you have downloaded the ISO. Next step is to build the virtual machine, and it is very easy. How to do it? Just open the start menu, open VMware player, or it will say VMware Workstation 16 player like that. Okay, open this application. Okay, it will open like this. On the left hand side, you will see if any virtual machine has been created by you, that will be listed on the left. Otherwise, you will see just home. As you can see in my system, there is one option home, and then the other three are virtual machines which I have created. In your case, it will be blank, home, and then nothing. That's fine. On the right, you will see the options. On the right, you see the first, create a new virtual machine. Okay, so you have to simply click it, create a new virtual machine. Now here we are going to prepare the system or create a blank virtual machine, and then we will install the operating system. Okay, so in this box, there are three options. I'm going to select the third one. I will install operating system later. Okay, So what will it do? It will create a blank virtual machine without any operating system. Okay, and then we can install operating system. Click next. Now it is asking what type of operating system is it. So if as I don't see RHEL 9 here, that's fine. I can use RHEL 8 also. Make sure it is 64-bit. Okay. Even if you don't see the name, it's not an issue. It's just a kind of a setting which VMware player will apply in the backend. Okay, make sure it is 64-bit. It should be Linux 64-bit. Click next. Now give a name to your virtual machine. Let's say I'm giving it Jan Linux. Okay, and the second field, location. Um, Make sure you're selecting a location where at least 50 GB is free or 20-30 GB is free. All right, so in my C drive, I have at least 200 GB free. It's not an issue. I can simply click next. Now the next screen is asking you how much hard disk do you want to give to your virtual machine. So in RHCL 20 GB is more than enough. So 20 is fine. And I'm not making any changes. Simply click next. And yeah, so this is a kind of a summary. It's telling you what settings you have selected. Okay, so don't worry, we can customize the hardware as we need to have at least two CPUs and at least 2 GB RAM. So we'll verify. Okay. Okay, so simply click finish. It will create a blank virtual machine without any operating system. And then you can install operating system later. Okay, so before we proceed with installation, let's have a look at the hardware. What hardware has been added to the virtual machine, and that hardware is obviously virtual. Okay, so to check that, you simply click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings. Make sure you selected the virtual machine you have just created, and then Edit Virtual Machine Setting. Okay, so now in the memory, 2 GB is there. That's okay. Processor, I will make it 2. 2 is good. Hard disk 20 GB is fine. CD DVD, that's fine. Network adapter, USB controller. Okay, so what you can do is you can remove USB controller for now because sometime it gives problem. Okay, if you're using a pen drive in Windows and your virtual machine is running, your virtual machine will think that it is for me and it will try to access the pen drive. Okay, which is again your pen drive won't be usable in Windows then. Okay, so just simply remove this device, not required. Sound, I don't need any sound in virtual machine, remove. Printer, I don't need any printer, remove. That's it. We need display, we need network, CD, DVD, hard disk, processor, RAM. That's it. That is the basic thing we need. Okay. So again, quick summary, memory is 2 GB, which is the RAM. Processor is two CPUs, hard disk 20 GB, CD, DVD. Now here we need to load the DVD. Okay. So when you highlight CD, DVD, make sure you use the ISO image option, the third one, or sorry, the last one. Just click it, browse the DVD ISO. Like in my case, it is in D drive. Let me go there, hold on. Okay, so I have selected the RHEL operating system ISO, and that's it. Click OK. So what will happen the moment I power on the machine, the operating system from the DVD will load. Basically, it is an installer. It will load and install the RHEL. Okay, it's a bootable DVD, so it will boot the system. So just simply click play virtual machine and you will see some options on the screen. So these options are coming from the DVD ISO. Okay, there are 3 options. Number 1, install Red Hat Linux. Second, test this media and install Red Hat Linux. Third, troubleshooting. So we need to select the first one, install Red Hat Linux. When you highlight the option, it turns white, as you can see, white, the first one. Second one, again white. Third one, again white. So make sure you highlight the first one and then press enter. After a few seconds, this installer page will load up and you will see the language selection menu. So for me, English United States is perfectly fine. I can simply click continue. Now you will see some more options, actually multiple options. Now what you have to do is you have to just select a couple of them and make sure settings are okay. For example, in the first row, you see the installation destination. Simply click it and you have to make sure the storage configuration at the bottom is automatic. It's already there, automatic is fine. And then simply click done at the top left, done, blue button. Okay, that's it. We didn't change anything. We just click on the option and select done. And then on the second row, nothing to select, everything is okay. Third row, date and time. So click on date and time. Let's say I'm in India right now. So I'll make sure date and time is selected as per India, Indian Standard Time, IST. All right. And in this page itself, you see network time. Turn it on. Oh, it's not turning on. Okay, we'll do it. So before we go to time, let's go to network and host name. You see this network and host name. Click it. Oh, it says unavailable. Okay, strange. Hold on, let me have a look. What's going on? It should not say unavailable. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me restart this installation. Let me close VMware Player properly. Hold on. Let me just shut down this. Shut down guest. It's the second one. It's also gone. I'm just checking if any VMware process is running in the background or not. Just to make sure VMware is closed properly. Otherwise, it will give some issues. This is VirtualBox. This is something else. Still, I don't need it. Okay, looks good. All right, let me start it again. VMware Player. Okay, let me power on January Linux, which I just created. Okay, I'll quickly do the same thing. Select the language. It still says unavailable. Okay. Now the problem is I need to restart the system. I think I might have updated VMware Player in the background, but I haven't restarted it yet. Okay, no worries, not an issue. But when you do this, you will see the button on and off. You have to make sure Ethernet is on. The network connectivity is on. Okay. And in the same page, you will just give a host name. Host name is just a machine name. Let's say I want to give it Jan Linux. Okay. Simply hit apply, and this Jan Linux name will be set to this machine. Okay. And then simply click done. All right. So yeah, and the installation destination, make sure automatic is selected, click done, and that's it. Okay, so next one is we have to set a password. Now you have to remember one thing. I'm writing it here. So when we talk about Linux administration or even Windows administration, there has to be a admin account in both the cases, right? Admin user or admin account. In the case of Windows, can anyone tell me what is the name of admin account? Who has all the powers, can do anything?
Administrator.
Yeah, perfect. Administrator. Similarly, in Linux, who's that admin account or what is the name of admin account? It is called root. Okay, always remember this. So root user is the super user in Linux, just like administrator user is the super user in Windows. So here in this installer, you will see root password. It is asking to set a root password. Obviously, we need to have a password, right? So simply click on root password and you see lock root account. We can uncheck it for now. Okay, do not lock this account. And for the password, I'm just going to set up a easy one right now, like Red Hat. So I'm setting up Red Hat as the password for now. Since it is a weak password, I have to click done 2 times. Okay. So this blue button done, I have to click 2 times. That's it. Root password has been set. Now, you don't log in as the administrator in the operating system. You log in as a normal user, right? Which has limited privileges, can run limited commands. So we have to create that user as well. So you have to create a user, like user creation button is there. Simply click it. It's asking for full name, username, all these things. So we can use like a student username for now. Full name student, username automatically populated student. That's fine. Make this user administrator. You can check this. Okay. And I'll tell you what is the purpose later. And you can set a password. I'm keeping Red Hat again, a simpler one for now. All right. Since it is a weak password, as you can see the last line, it says the password fails the dictionary check. It is too simplistic. You have to press done twice to confirm it. Okay. Let's press done twice. And we have confirmed. So student user will be created. Root account is already there. A new password will be set. Okay. So these are the settings we have to do. What what settings I have changed? Let me just quickly summarize. The first one in the first row, the last one, installation destination. We make sure the option is set to automatic. In the second row, nothing. In the third row, we make sure the network and host name, the network is connected and the host name is set. And date and time, the as per your region, you have to select the date and time. Okay, and that's it. Then simply click on begin installation. Okay, so this installation process will keep on going for maybe 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, depending on the hard disk you're using in your laptop. If it is a fast one, NVMe SSD, it's going to take less time. If it is a hard disk, it's going to take little more time. Okay. So let this installation progress in the background. Let me open a new virtual machine which I created for this demo. Simply open the VMware player again. Okay. So in this VMware player, I have already created this RHCL9 2023. Okay. So I can just simply play this virtual machine. So once the installation is done, you will see the machine opening up like this. So it will automatically start, and within like few seconds, you will see the login screen. And that's it. This is the login screen. And you will see just this first one, student. You won't see user one, user two. These I have created. Okay, so user student will be there. Simply click on it, fill in the password Red Hat, press enter, and you log into the system as student user. All right, so let me go full screen. Yeah, so this is how you see this desktop in RHCL9. Okay, this is the graphical interface that we are checking out. All right, so before we begin, it's good to get familiarized with the GUI. Okay, what options are where? So let's start from the left corner where it says activities. It's a red hat icon with activities. If you click that, you will see a dock pops up. Okay, and workspaces are also there. So workspace number one, if I click the second, this is workspace number two. I'll tell you about this later. So you see this dock at the bottom. Some applications are already pinned, like Firefox browser, files. It's just like Explorer. We use my computer in Windows, right? It is that same. Then software. If you want to install something, we can use this software option. Although we'll be using commands, not this one. Then there is some help. If you want to get some help, this is a kind of a web page which opens, and then you can find the help about commands or how to do something in Linux. Then there is this terminal. So this is the terminal where we run the commands. For example, ls. ls command tells you what is there in your current location. Okay, so I'll explain you all of these things later. This is the terminal. What else? Okay, then we have this show applications icon. If you click that, remaining applications are now visible. Some are also grouped like this, utilities. If you click that, it's a group. And you will see additional applications like screenshot, document viewer, image viewer, disk usage analyzer, like that. Okay, so all these mini applications are there. Just like in Windows, we have task manager. In Linux, we have system monitor in graphics, in GUI. You can open system monitor and check what's going on. These are the programs which are running in the background, a long list. If you click resources, you will see the usage of CPU, RAM, and network in the form of graphs, as you can see right now. Okay, and you can see the status of each partition, how much it is filled, how much it is free. Okay, all right. So this was activities. In the center, you will see this calendar. Sorry, not this date and time. If you click on it, the calendar will pop up. So this basically shows two things. On the right, you see the calendar. On the left, you see notifications. Notifications like, let's say your system is now going to receive some updates, right? So there will be a notification. Updates are ready, or maybe something like that. Maybe you get an email. Okay. So all these notifications come here. On the extreme right, you see a group of icons, sound and power off. You can click any of these icons. It's a group. So when you click it, you get a drop down, okay, where you see the volume up and down. Then balanced, it means the profile. You want to save the battery or you want to have the good performance from this machine, right? Power save or maybe balance like that. That's okay. Balance is fine. It's a virtual machine. Then you see settings. You click settings and you enter the settings page, just like control panel we have in Windows, right? But these settings are all on the left, easy to navigate. Let's say you want to change the background. On the left, you see background option. Then you can change the background. So I've changed this background. This is the new background now. Okay. Or maybe let's say you want to set the network settings. It will come here. Bluetooth settings come here. Sound setting, displays, power. Okay. All these things are already, everything is on the left hand side. Okay. And privacy. Hold on. Let me do one thing. Yeah. So when you're in this setting page, do one thing, just go to privacy and screen lock. Just disable screen lock for now. We are learning Linux. We don't want to, get the system locked after every 15 minutes or so. So simply do this, suspend the automatic screen lock, disable it, and that's it. Otherwise, you will keep on entering password after every 10 minutes. Okay, system locks itself. Okay, so you can play with these settings when you have time. What else do we have? We have this lock. This is the screen lock shortcut. Then we have this power off logout. Click on it. You see another sub menu. Suspend, restart, power off, logout, switch user. If you want to log in as a different user, so you can log out and log in. You don't want to log out as current, but want to become another user, you can use switch user account, switch user option, sorry. And power off means completely power off the virtual machine. Restart means, yeah, restart, reboot. Suspend is more like a pause. It's more like a pause button. Okay, just like we do hibernate. Okay, so it's just like that, suspend. Okay, and